In today's health alert, seasonal allergies are worsening for millions of Americans, leaving them reaching for tissues and antihistamines sooner than expected. The irritating allergies happen when our immune systems disagree with something in our environment and then start to overreact. Joining us now is our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi. And Dr. Nandi, please explain seasonal allergies and what makes them worse or better.
Man, Glenda, so many of my patients hate it. They're all complaining this is like the worst season. But so your question, a seasonal allergy, also called allergic rhinitis, means that you have symptoms during specific time of the year, like now, spring, summer, or fall. Part of the reason allergies are getting worse is this: warmer winters, right? With fewer days below freezing. We've seen this. Plants bloom earlier and thrive longer. Now, seasonal allergies happen when your immune system reacts to airborne substances like pollen, mold, spores, or grass. We all know that our immune system is super important because it protects us from germs and viruses and all the bad bugs. But sometimes it gets confused and sees pollen as harmful and fights back and releases chemicals. And that's what leads to those annoying symptoms like we love, right? Sneezing, runny nose, itchy eyes, the tickly throat and congestion. As for what situations make allergies worse, these include high levels of pollen, windy days that spread that wonderful pollen around, and being near freshly cut grass or moldy areas. That's Brian's specialty. And what improves the situation is rain, as it helps by clearing pollen out of the air. Of course, it's also best to stay indoors during peak pollen times. That means you, Mr. Brian.
So how do you know about those pollen level counts, and what can we do to prevent or ease our allergies?
Well, Glenn, the pollen level counts are generally reliable. However, they can vary, right, due to factors like where the monitoring stations are located, the methods used for measurement, and the weather conditions in your specific area. So it's not a bad idea to check different sources such as a local weather app and online pollen trackers like IQ Air or pollen.com. Those are pretty useful. As for prevention, here's my advice. Check the pollen levels before making outdoor plans and avoid peak times. The morning, well, it tends to have the highest count of pollen because it's released during cooler temperatures. Limit your outdoor activities if you can, particularly on windy days. Shower and change clothes after being outside to remove any pollen. And keep your windows closed to prevent pollen from entering your car or home. Now, using air purifiers indoors can also help remove not only pollen, but also from the air, but also from mold spores, bacteria, viruses, and smoke. If you have pets, be sure to wipe down their paws or bathe them to reduce pollen on their fur. Also, please don't suffer. Remember, there's medicine, right? There's over-the-counter and prescription allergy meds available to help ease your symptoms. You could also try desensitizing your immune system, and you do this by allergy shots or under-the-tongue tablets or drops. Now, these are not a cure, right? But they can really help reduce allergic reactions in many folks. And it's best to speak with a healthcare professional to find the right treatment for you. You don't have to suffer from it, but do some simple things, and I think you can get past it.
So, Doc, for those of us who take a pill every day, is that okay?
It is okay, but you may need more if that's not enough. If you don't have to take a pill every day, then try not to. But I think for a lot of people, a pill a day is very useful.
All right. Thanks a lot, Doc. Good to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you have a health question for the good doctor, you can email him, Dr. Nandi, at AskDrNandi.com, or send it to us on Facebook or Twitter. We'll get it right to him.
How about every day and every night?
Yeah.
Oh, for your medicine?
Guilty.
I get it. You know, we're going to give Dr. Nandi his junior weather badge because a lot of this is connected to weather. He gave some great advice there. I would tell you that you just need to know, as we warm globally, and of course around here too, you're going to get a longer growing season. So the allergies start earlier, can last longer. It's something that you're just going to have to deal with more and more. On a short-term basis, here's a look at the next few days for tomorrow through the weekend here. And we are, see at the bottom of the screen there, we're transitioning from a real high tree pollen count to a much increasing grass pollen. It goes trees first, then the grass pollens, then the weed pollens as we go along throughout the season here. Later in the summer, we'll get more into those weed problems. But for tomorrow and Friday, it's very, very high here, still at the high levels on Saturday and Sunday as well. Again, we get some rain to wash some of this out. That will help Thursday night into Friday, and then another chance or two next week as well. But if you're sniffling and sneezing, trying to get a little bit of help, there's no reason to suffer.